Hello, welcome to Facebook Friday. Oh, I did it
You
again.
did it again. It's Stitch Along Friday.
I know.
Yeah.
Here I was trying to get away from saying Facebook because I know it's not in the, everybody doesn't love the word Facebook anymore.
Exactly. But old habits are hard to
Break.
let go.
Yeah. And it's also alliterative, right? Like it starts with an F, both of them.
That's right.
That's why we started it.
True. Very true. And we are on Facebook, so
we kind of are.
Yeah.
We can't actually say we're not.
We're not. That's right. Yes.
Anyway, welcome everyone. We're here on a Friday. What is today?
October 22nd.
22nd already?
It is.
It feels like like September still for me.
Yeah.
I somehow just lose track of all the months.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cynthia Tenney. Happy Friday to you, too. That's
Happy
a good
Friday.
way to say it.
Absolutely.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
What's wrong with that?
Yep. Friday should be happy.
Exactly. Yes, there's so many TGIFs, right? That people say that they're thrilled to have a Friday because they used to, many people used to work.
Yes.
There's not so much people working these days.
Well, I'm still working.
I know, and I'm still working.
Thank you. Thank you for that, by the way.
Well, not too many people. I don't know what it is, but people are quitting work all over the place,
They
not
are.
just here.
Yeah, and people are just dying to have people come and work for them. So
that's the other thing, of course, because people are quitting.
Yeah, all sorts of help wanted signs downtown and everything. So.
Yeah. Well, Fareed Zakaria, I thought it was just here in our little area here because we have a lot of older people.
Absolutely.
So I figured they couldn't, there's no younger people around.
That's right.
Where the younger people are, they're working.
Yeah.
But Fareed Zakaria said that it was on the news last Sunday, said that no, that's a really big deal.
It is.
Employers are finding it hard to find employees.
Yeah.
Which, I don't remember that in my youth.
No, I mean, surely there must be enough people out there needing to work.
True.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I know there are.
Yeah.
It's just a general trend. Don't forget, boomers are retiring.
Well, that's true. My husband just retired.
For instance.
Just to let you know.
Congratulations.
Bob's retired.
I guess I'll have to call him and text him and say congratulations to him.
That's right. His last day of work was yesterday, but today is officially his last day. It's just
he must be
flex
thrilled.
day.
Oh, he must be thrilled. And the thing is about boomers is you're 10 years younger. So the boomers last from, I was the oldest one of the oldest boomers, and you're one of the youngest ones. So that whole 10-year gap, all these people will be moving along, getting older and retiring.
Yes.
And that was a big group.
Yeah.
Or is still probably a big group. So I guess that's one of the other reasons why. Loretta says, I'm still working.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sue Donnelly. Good to see you here.
Good morning, Sue. Hola, Marley.
I'm so glad to see you. It looks like you're not doing PT this morning. Diane Murdesdorf, hello. Employment situation is the same in the U.S. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was just mentioning. And I don't think that I think COVID just hastened it.
Yes.
People are starting to see, because they had to stay home.
Yes.
And, it's actually quite nice.
Yeah. Maybe I won't go back.
Hello, Tanya Kelly, watching you from nearby, I think it said Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing there? Are you in the political situation? I wish you all the best.
Yeah.
Good morning, Pat Henke.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Lots of people coming on board this morning.
Yeah, it's lovely. Good to see everybody. Tammy Thompson, home. Howdy from home. You're not shopping. Yay. Oh, they're going back to school. Okay, I assumed that everyone in the States had already gone back to school by now, but
I think
maybe not.
They pulled them out for a bit.
Oh, right, that's what it was.
Yeah.
There was a while.
Uh-huh.
And then Lisbeth, hello, ladies. Hello, lady. Good to see you, Liz. Done with PT, says Sue. The cottage is closed. I'll be around more regularly.
Yep. Yay.
Good. Good for us.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you will be. Norma says, good morning, ladies. You're having an employment situation, too. And across the U.S. Exactly.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know why the sudden employment situation. I mean,
Absolutely.
I've seen it happening for years.
Yeah.
It's like, we've had a lot of our shops here in Sydney, which is like a retirement place.
Yes.
We've had a lot of people there looking for work.
Yeah.
But they eventually find someone and then, they treat them well and all like that. But now We have restaurants that are not able to serve, so they have to close.
Yeah, restaurants that are only open for a portion of the day or only a portion of the week.
Exactly. We tried going to a restaurant on a Monday night. Forget it.
Yeah.
Tammy says her girls were home for 2 weeks. Oh. Breakthrough COVID. Oh, I hope it wasn't too serious. I assume it wasn't too serious if he's already been vaccinated. Oh, that's too bad that you got it. But in any case, is everyone okay? We need to know, Tammy.
Yeah.
Diane Mertersdorf says some businesses such as coffee shops are cutting their hours. Exactly what we've said.
Yeah.
Tanya, my husband is attending a seminar this weekend. I'm trying to relax. That's so funny. I know that feeling.
Yes.
I used to go out to seminars when my ex-husband was a realtor, and he was part of the local board. So actually, he was a president of the board, and so we'd have to go to these seminars. Usually, they were held back east because there were more people back east, so they would hold it back east. And I'd be sitting in my hotel room, kind of, trying to relax, but knowing I'd have to go to an event
that evening.
I hated those events. Yeah. You have to be on top of things.
Absolutely.
I don't know about you guys, but realtors, much as I don't dislike them, are very up on fashion and stuff. And they have to look good for their customers, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like the dowdy wife of the, dashing realtor. It was not easy.
I used to go to what it was called the National Tour Association convention every year because I was in the tour business. But I wasn't relaxing. I was at the convention all day long and then going to the evening functions. And they like to dress up big down.
I think in general, when you go to those conventions, they do dress up.
Dress up big. And of course, I'm not a dressy type of person at all. So I always felt a little odd.
I felt like a wallflower. Actually, what I would do is find another wallflower.
Oh, wallflower.
They're my favorite.
Yeah, that's right.
Aw. Well, Tanya, I hope that you enjoy relaxing, because sometimes you can just stay in your hotel room all day, and like I did in the last couple of days. I went to Vancouver to visit my daughter, but she wasn't feeling that well, so I saw her 2 days, just 2 afternoons.
Oh.
Rather long, from noon until 7, and we'd have dinner together. But then I was back in my hotel room the rest of the time, and I so relaxed.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So good. Pat Henke says, please be careful. A friend got COVID, even though she got a shot, doing better now. Exactly. That's what breakthrough COVID means, is that you've had your shots and it breaks through the shots.
Yeah.
Our eldest had something mild, and the same day she felt better, hubby came down. He's doing better. Okay. Gotcha. So that's good to hear, Tammy, that you're feeling, that your family is doing well, and I hope you don't catch it too. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit or a lot. You still get that kind of uncomfortable feeling.
Absolutely.
So wishing you all the best. Well, what have you been doing while I've been away gallivanting in the office?
Packaging up orders.
Oh, all the orders from last weekend.
I'm still not done.
But you're almost done, right?
I'm almost done.
This is good.
Almost, except for I haven't downloaded anything new, so I don't know how many are left to do, but that's okay.
Amber says, yay, I made it. Hello, Amber.
Yay. Hi, Amber.
So what happened last weekend is we sent out a notification, what was it, on Thursday?
On Thursday.
Thursday at noon here. And I remember in the email I said, it will be noon on Friday.
Yes.
That we will make all these backpacks and things available to you. Anyway, we got a few emails, that actually one in particular, but we got some emails that said, what's happening? I don't see it on my computer. I don't see anything available. And what I forgot to add, and I'm so sorry, was I forgot to add Pacific Daylight Time, because that's where we are.
Yes.
I just assumed everyone would know that, I guess.
That's right.
But that's no excuse.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
So a couple of people were disappointed, and it's my fault, and I am so, so sorry that I misled you if you thought that it was noon your time. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
It always, if a person is, looking for something, they need to know what time they have to look for something. So apologies for all the people who might have missed out on it because of my error. I'm sorry. Good morning, Lynn Burton. And Looks like same in the UK. Okay, shortest of drivers, doctors. Exactly.
I'll search,
Really important people.
Yeah.
Hello, Lynn Molitor. Nice to see you. And Jennifer, hello everyone. I've been trying to decide whether to move to a 55 plus house. It will be hard to go from 10 acres to a tenth of an acre. Well, yeah. It is hard in any case. It doesn't matter how much you
Absolutely.
How much you have to downsize. You have to start to get rid of things.
Yeah. My mom just recently did that because, of course, she sold the house that I grew up in. My dad is in a care facility now, so she couldn't handle the big house that she was in. So she sold it and she's moved into a modular home in a park setting for 55 plus.
Yes, and does she like it now?
She likes it. I think she's finally feeling that everything's set up now.
Yeah.
She's done a lot, but it was hard for her to get rid of, stuff.
I think it really is difficult. So our hearts go with you, Jennifer.
Absolutely.
But truly, it will be a good move.
Definitely.
If you start to get rid, I noticed if you start to get rid of stuff, you feel lighter.
Yeah.
And you also feel like you don't have that burden. It's like going away on vacation.
Absolutely.
Because you don't have to take care of it.
Yeah.
Like stuff is wonderful, but it also is a toll on you. No matter what, you still have to move it around, dust it, have a room for it, make sure that it's, okay still. You have to take care of it, basically. No matter what you have, it actually requires more effort out of you than if you don't have it.
Yeah.
So I think it's a kind of a mental thing, but once you do move into a smaller place, you might be feeling really good. And your needlework stash can probably fit into the second bedroom.
Absolutely. And for me, my husband's going to have a real tough time when we decide to start downsizing. Because
he's pretty bad.
He takes up 3/4 of the house. I only have one small room for my sewing room. He's got the whole basement.
Yeah, I know. And he's got a lot of hobbies.
And he's got a lot of hobbies.
I know.
So
So do decide, Jennifer. I thank you for sharing. Beverly wants to know what time we started today. And we started at Pacific Daylight Time.
Yeah, 9:30.
9:30. Just so you know. We always start at 9:30 Pacific Daylight Time. And when there's no more daylight time, it's just Pacific time.
Yeah.
And that is usually 3 hours ahead of back east. We call it back east.
Exactly. Beverly, I believe you're in California, so we're the same time as you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Good for you to remember that. Good for you. Dorothy is winding a warp for her new weaving project. Oh, that sounds so exciting. I don't know anything about weaving.
No, I don't. I don't know a lot. I've done some weaving, but that was so long ago, I don't think I would remember.
I did some weaving on one of those little tiny weaving things.
Oh, yeah, no.
Where you just weave like this much cloth.
I think I was in high school and it was on a metal ring and I was trying to do some kind of thing. I don't think I ever finished it.
Oh dear. We wish you all the best. And I think that weaving results in such beautiful cloth. Or whatever you call it. I've seen some with wool and silk that's just to die for.
Beautiful. Yeah. And placemats, the beautiful woven placemats.
Yes. So we'll have to make sure that we know what your new weaving project is next time. Okay. Suzanne Healy is here. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning, Suzanne.
And Margaret Kemmemeyer says, good morning. Can you explain what's happening with the availability of backpacks? I've heard that none are available anymore, but from these live chats, it seems like some might be. So what's happened, which, Margaret, you may not be aware of, is that I've kind of semi-retired. And I say semi because we're still doing this and we're still selling our leaflets and designs on our website. But the parts that we have semi-retired, which was basically closing down and discontinuing the creation of ACPACs. So whatever there is left on our website, that is it. There will be no more.
Yeah.
And we appreciate all of the support and the concern that people have that now there's no ACPACs. They can't do their projects. But that's not quite true.
No.
You can substitute. You can ask your shop for help with substitutions. They also, needlework shops also carry a lot of the materials that we put into our projects.
Definitely.
And what we don't have, they will be able to give you a substitution for. So even online, there are some really super online stores that will give you materials.
Yeah.
And we have a, what do you call that? what do you call the thing that you change it to DMC?
Conversion chart.
We have a conversion chart for almost all of our silks, even including our overdyes, I think.
Yes.
And they are rough guesstimates, but they are in those conversion charts you will find under FAQ, FAQ, on the top heading of our menu on our website, and look down the FAQ and you will see, are there conversion charts or something? There's a question there. And then you go in there and you'll find an answer and a link to our conversion charts. So I hope you enjoy those. And then at least you'll know what DMC is the closest that we can come.
Yes.
I hope that helps. We also do have a few other ACPACs there that I noticed. We have one Water Lily's pincushion ACPAC.
No, we don't.
Is it gone?
We never did, and I adjusted that. I don't know why it keeps on popping up.
Oh, because it says we have one.
Yeah, no.
Well, we better make sure we discontinue it.
I have. It's
put
the
zero
weirdest thing.
in?
Yeah.
But then what we need to do is to make sure we make it inactive.
Well, I thought I did that too, but I will double check again. So.
Yeah. Well, I said the one that I thought people might like.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, the way to find the ACPACs that we do have available is to go to catalog. Am I right?
Yes.
Go to catalog, and then what do we do?
Catalog, and I think it might say accessories.
Accessories, exactly. And then under that are ACPACs.
ACPACs.
And so then you click on the word ACPAC, and you will find a listing of all the ACPACs that are still available. And that way you'll know. Exactly.
But if it says sold out, we just haven't removed it yet. It's actually sold out and will not be coming back.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
And so I hope that explains it for you and for other people who don't know, who might be new. We do plan on continuing all of our leaflets and PDFs of those leaflets. And so far, so good.
Yeah.
Because many people still are enjoying buying those, and then they can use their imagination or their own research to find out where those materials are. Louise Fossa, hello. Jen Small from Florida, good to see you. Jean Morrison from Atlanta. It's always sunny there. It's so nice for you. Pat Hankey says, I agree. I went down to a small apartment now, live in a senior duplex, 2-bedroom. It's perfect. Like if you've been used to having a big house, it is difficult to get there. But once you're there, I feel like it could be on a vacation.
Yeah.
Great explanation. You're welcome. Karen Krause says, good morning. A little late to the party, but you're here, Karen.
But you're here, Karen.
That's nice. We always love to welcome everyone who comes. Not everyone in our group comes all the time, but we sure have a lot of returnees.
We do. Yeah.
We have one big group of people who come almost every week.
Yeah.
So happy that there are so many people who want to just join us for fun.
Yes.
Hello, Sherry Linz.
Yeah.
Welcome to you. So we have a stitch of the week.
We do, and it's the from the level 5, the hard hanger level, and it's number 2. And this is still basic, and it's the cutting of it. So it's cluster box with woven bars.
As you all know, this particular, it's not a stitch, but a technique of cutting is going to be available on our YouTube channel today at 10 o'clock PST. And it's 9:48 here now, so in another 10 minutes you should be able to access that cutting of hard hanger short video on our YouTube channel. And what's really great about the cutting is that once you learn how to cut, you can cut anything.
Pretty much, yes.
Really.
Yeah.
If you do have to cut any linen, that you won't be so scared. It's a really good thing. But unfortunately, it had to be small and short. It's less than a minute, I think, long.
Yeah.
Maybe a minute, maybe a little over a minute. And our full explanation of cutting you'll find in any of the other classes that we have on hard hanger.
The introduction to hard hanger class would probably be a more video time.
Oh, much more. It's hours and hours.
Yeah, hours and hours. Maybe not hours and hours, but...
Anyway, to look for our courses, they are still available on our website under courses, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. And you can register for them still, and we have hard hanger, the beginning hard hanger or introduction to hard hanger for you there. They are wonderful, if I
Yes.
do say so
Yes,
myself.
they are wonderful.
Very thorough. And if you're still interested, they will stay up till the end of the year for sure. Beverly says, how do I get email notices? I signed up on the website, but never get anything. Beverly, email me and I'll put you in myself. Okay, because what sometimes happens is that the email program that I use decides that this isn't somehow that it's going to let people go. And honestly, I don't like it, but there's nothing else I can do. So you signed up on the website some time ago. Make sure that you email me or Lisa at info@victoriasampler.com, and we will put you in personally.
Exactly. And Beverly, are you wanting email notices of the Victoria Sampler or the live stream that we're doing? Because those are two different areas.
They are. But
Yeah.
I have a feeling she said I signed up on the website, and that's where you get the email notices from the Victoria Sampler.
Exactly, in regards to our products and things like that. You wouldn't get notices about when our live stream is. Yes.
Good point. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dorothy Wendell says, I cut one thread wrong on my tea and stitches, but weaving in another thread, a fabric thread, was easy and went quickly.
Absolutely.
Well done.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Honestly, I think that's something that deserves very much recognition.
Definitely. Yes, it's not easy. Well, it is actually easy. It is actually easy,
but you get that bad feeling.
Fiddly.
That's right.
Yeah.
You think, am I going to wreck it?
It's kind of fiddly, and it's like, yeah.
I'd
rather not, you know.
And everybody agrees.
Yeah, but well done. Yeah.
It's so interesting too, because you have to have a good attitude of, okay, take it easy.
Yeah,
you're not in a rush. You know, you have to make sure that you're
in the right mindset,
and that you're calm and relaxed. Because if you're trying to fix it in a hurry,
that's right, it won't work.
No. So well done, Dorothy. Go for it. So do we have a few samples of?
We do.
It's actually kind of weird that we have samples of cutting, because any hard hanger, except for no cut hard hanger, in other words, only cluster box, doesn't have cutting. Everything does have cutting.
Exactly, but we do have some samples of the 502 where you're cut and you have some woven bars.
They don't know what 502 means.
Sorry.
The stitch of the week.
Beyond cross stitch 502, which is a stitch of the week, which is cutting your fabric threads and woven bars. And so now this is the November birthday bell pull.
Oh, that's a good one. To show, because it's almost November.
I couldn't find October though. So,
and what's this one called? Birthday bell pull number 1 or 2 or 3? Do you remember?
You know what? I think it's number 1.
Because there are 3 leaflets that have birthday bell pulls in them. And this one could be in the number 1, 2, or 3.
I think it's number 1.
Okay. So all we're showing. Yeah. Okay, good. So there it is.
There?
Very simple hard hanger, which is awesome.
Exactly. I'm going to get closer if I can, because they are really, really cute. And they don't take a long time to stitch.
Very cute.
So that's...
And that, all it needs is cutting. Like making the cluster blocks, which we learned last week.
Absolutely.
And then just cutting.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to put any filling stitches in or anything if you don't want to.
No.
But you could.
If you knew them. Exactly. So this is just the basic. And this is November. This is December. Also from the same leaflet. I like this one. The Narcissus, turquoise, and there you go.
That's right. Actually, we did them all on 2 different kinds of fabric. Mainly because this one needs a darker fabric to be on so you can see things, but I still can't see things as well. So I would recommend a darker fabric than this. That would be really nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like smoky pearl.
Yeah, that would be good. And that would be like a blue kind, blue gray.
Yeah.
But even a natural would be nice.
Yeah.
You know, so that it's contrasty with the turquoise. Because the turquoise that I've used all throughout is pretty, like there's a lot of it. So you might want to put it on a contrasting fabric.
Yeah.
Like maybe cream. Like a nice
cream would be nice.
Deep yellow. Anyway, there's lots of different fabrics that you can use, or linens that you can use that don't happen to be like this one. The other one was on it, antique white, right?
Yes.
But it didn't have very much white on it.
No.
So
a little bit, but...
Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the difference is only really that the linen is kind of sort of soft looking and kind of gray looking on this one. But I would really change this color now that I see it.
Now that you see it, you've had a few years to step back from it. Are you redesigning?
I'm redesigning again. Thank you, Tanya. And you're right, Loretta. Go ahead.
Well, this has a little more than just your basic stuff. Actually, you know what?
I agree.
I have to remove
She's going to remove the tag.
I'm sorry.
We've had tags on these with numbers for so long, and we actually don't need them anymore with our new website. Yeah. Our old website categorized everything in terms of our product numbers. Mm-hmm. Now, yes, we still do that, but we basically can find all our products with just the name now. And that is kind of liberating, but also changes our entire organization.
Absolutely.
I'll remove this one too.
Okay. Now, this one is called Antique Base. And it's actually made into a bookmark. It's one of your earlier designs.
Mm-hmm. Quite early.
And yes, it does have some simple heart hanger to it, but there's also dove's eyes, which will be next week, I think.
Mm-hmm. Next week's lesson will be about dove's eyes, so you can still enjoy getting this one, knowing that the dove's eyes will be shown to you next week.
Next week, absolutely. And sorry, I'm going to remove this one too. Now, this is All Hearts Come Home for Christmas.
Oh, I really like that one.
I really like this one too. I really like stitching this one.
Mm-hmm. It's actually on just the right fabric, I think. It's the same fabric.
Too. It is the same fabric, but the red and the green really pop on this one.
Really pop on that. Yeah, I agree.
And there,
and you can see, there's lots and lots of cut work. Yeah. And you'll have to wait till next week to find the dove's eyes.
The dove's eyes. And here we go.
Oh, you found all sorts of things really we haven't shown for quite a while.
That's right. So this is from the Bell Pull finishing set. We'll just leave that there right now. And this is just one of them, but I wanted to, this is the hem stitching finishing portion of it.
Oh, that's perfect. Because again, except for the bottom 3-cornered eyelets,
yes,
you will find, and you don't have to do 3-cornered eyelets.
No, you can do basic
regular ones. Exactly. Hello, Renee. Good to see you from Seattle. We're waving at you across the water.
I've emailed Renee a couple of times this week. Renee's emailed me, so we've chatted a few times. Good to see you, Renee.
You guys, you make all the friends on the email.
Or enemies, one or the other. It can go either way some days.
So it's really funny, we do get the occasional, and they really are very occasional, emails that are just like, you just wish that they would understand our point of view a little bit more, because I know you try so hard to make everyone happy, as do I, and really you can't really make everyone happy all the time.
Nope, you say one small thing and before you know it, you've upset somebody.
Yeah, and that happens sometimes, and we both feel badly, but no matter how much we either apologize or tell them that it's not what we meant at all. It can happen. And in this day and age of culture canceling, or whatever it's called,
cancel culture, especially with the written word.
Yes, they don't see your face smiling at them.
Absolutely. Or your sympathetic eyes or something like that. When you write something, it definally is open for interpretation.
Yes. And sometimes you don't write it well enough.
That's right.
You don't say, how pleased you are that they would found something, or that they can't. I'm sorry that you can't find something. Anyway, we do try, but it is a little disheartening sometimes to find ourselves on the end of things where they don't particularly like our response.
Definitely. And thanks, Renee.
Aw.
I wasn't fishing, but
yes,
thank you.
Was. Yeah, she was. Oh, that's funny. Thanks, Renee. And we have a couple more models?
We do, yes.
Good.
We've probably shown this one a few times, but I always like showing
Bears
this
repeating.
One. It does, because I think this was the second sampler or second class I ever took with you.
Oh, right. Back in the days when I was teaching at Fancy Works.
Absolutely. I think gold was the first one.
That's a hard one to teach.
And then I think this was the second one. Anyways, it is the Lilac Sampler.
Oh, I really like that one.
Me too.
I especially love lilacs, so that one in particular is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And it does have very simple heart hanger here,
Exactly.
mostly cut work, and then some little bit of dove's eyes.
Dove's eyes.
So that that comes out. But it also has either French knots or colonial knots made with silk ribbon.
Absolutely.
Which some people might find a little challenging.
Yeah.
And actually is not that difficult when you're making dove's eyes. When you're making colonial knots with silk ribbon, it is easy. Believe
Definitely.
it or not.
It fills up the space quite quickly. Yeah.
And I think that you can also do them without silk ribbon. You can also do them with what? 6 strands of floss?
Absolutely. Variegated floss would really look nice as well.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that particular pattern does have silk ribbon in it, but don't let that scare you.
Yeah. No, it's easy silk ribbon.
Good morning, Karen Leary and Naomi Champagne. Good morning. Cool morning in Rhode Island. Well, that's a good sometimes when you're wanting to have fall, which we really are looking forward to.
We've actually, the fall, the colors right now are just spectacular. So, but I think after this weekend, the leaves will be gone because
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
We had such a hot, dry summer that, I can remember. It was not that long ago when we said, will this heat never end?
Absolutely. And then September came and it went like that.
Karen Leary, yes, there is a 4th part to our stitch along this week. Yes. Otherwise I'd leave you with a great big gap. What are you going to do with that gap?
Well, that's right. Exactly. Did you want to give me those back?
I can. Yeah. I just didn't want to hear the elbows hitting the desk anymore.
The clinking anymore? Okay. Here. I have to unfold them because they're
precious.
We'll leave them now.
And you have one more, don't you?
I do, but I don't know.
There it goes again.
Sorry, I moved it out of the way so it's further away. I don't know if I wanted to show this one yet because it's got a little more advanced
I think we'll leave that one. In fact, that'll be good when we're doing those particular stitches.
Exactly.
Good.
Yes. So.
Karen's out of the hospital.
Oh, yes, Karen.
Yay. And how are you feeling? And are you recuperating better at home than in the hospital? I bet.
That was a long time you were in the hospital.
Absolutely. I don't know how you did it.
3 months, Karen?
Some terrible amount. Well, so glad that you're home again, and congratulations for improving to such an extent that you were able to liberate yourself, or the doctors would liberate you. I remember when I was very young, I was in the hospital and I hated it there so much, I liberated myself without the doctor telling me that I could. And I remember calling up a friend of mine. I said, I'm waiting in front of the hospital. Come and get me. And she says, oh, did the doctor, discharge you? And I said, no. Was I supposed to? I just walked out.
I've had enough. I'm cured.
And since then, I haven't done that. But I think that's, I didn't know the doctor was supposed to say, okay, then you can leave. Anyway, finally, 3 months. Congratulations, my dear.
Oh, bye, Elizabeth.
Oh, lunch is over. Bye. I guess she's
probably gone.
Yeah. Anyway, it's always nice to have Liz here. So that's the end of our model showing.
That's all the models for right now, for that particular stitch.
Correct.
I mean, we do have other lovely models on the back wall here.
Yes, we're getting ready for Halloween here.
For Halloween, very autumny.
I wonder, is anybody doing any of our Halloween pieces? Because this is a Victoria Sampler stream, so I have to ask you about Victoria Sampler's pieces. I can't ask you about other people's pieces, but I can ask you, is anyone doing Kathy's? Any of her cute little boo button ones? Or Stitch Witch? Is that also available as an ACPAC? Oh no, that's Kathy's. Stitch Witch is a Kathy ACPAC.
And so we have Stitch and Witches.
But we don't have the ACPACs
We don't
anymore.
have the ACPACs.
I don't think so, no.
I think they were all sold out.
Yeah.
I think we did have the pumpkin patch last week, but that's all sold out now too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sue's got Trick or Treat back from the Framers. Yay!
Look forward to seeing it.
Yeah, me too. I love it when it's been at the Framers. The one that I chose was all black, and it was a little dramatic.
Exactly.
Where is it?
It's over on your other shoulder.
Here, I better move over to you then. There you go.
I love how that was framed, though. I love the black. I think it really pops with the orange mat on the inside. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, it actually did turn out really well, but you have to see it up close to get that, because the black looks overwhelming on the wall.
Exactly. The black is kind of a matte too. It's a suede matte, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Sue says she also has Easter egg hunt. Come on, that's not the season. Yeah. Back from the framers. Yeah, I bet it's expensive. I can't believe that those particular ones that I did all in a row. It was the Easter egg hunt.
Trick or treat. Happy New Year.
Happy birthday.
And
Christmas Day.
And Christmas Day.
They were all done exactly the same sizes. So if anybody wants to do all of them, you can actually put them all in one frame, most likely.
You probably could, yes.
Or make a wall hanging of them all sort of side by side, because they're exactly the same size and the same shape and everything. And they kind of give you every single major holiday in North America.
True.
Right?
Yes.
Pretty much. I think I can come up with another holiday, probably. Festival of Lights. I know that there is also O Canada Day and the U.S.
July 4th.
Sorry, July 4th, kind of. But I didn't want to go there because that's like more nationalistic.
Yeah.
It's not accepted all over the globe as much. So I kind of went away from that one. What's another one that I missed?
I think you covered all of them pretty much.
I think so.
You know, the one, because there was kids in most of them.
Yes.
So those are the holidays that kids get really excited about.
Thank you.
I don't know if they get excited about July 4th or Canada Day.
I bet they do to some degree, but they probably don't get any presents on Halloween.
No. Yeah, I mean, Halloween, they get candy and...
That's right.
Easter, they get chocolate and... You know.
Yeah, speaking of chocolate, I brought you one back.
I saw that, yes. Thank you.
Lisa's...
I'll savor it this afternoon.
I was going to say, and it's a pumpkin cake.
Oh, I didn't know. I kind of noticed it was orange. Hopefully it's got like a pumpkin spice flavor to it. Oh, yum.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones from Lindt, because I went to the big mall by the ferry that's run by the First Nations people.
Oh, okay.
A great big mall.
Sorry.
Sawasan, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So the mall has...
Outlet mall.
Yeah. It has a whole bunch of stuff in it. And the first thing I saw was a Lindt store.
Oh.
And the first person I thought of was Lisa.
And all I got was one chocolate?
That's all you got. That's right. I just wanted to give you a token.
You could have brought me a bag of them, for God's sake.
I ate them all.
Oh. I see.
Lisa, I have to tell you that I also loved that chocolate. And, the only one. Yeah, and I thought, I better save one for Lisa. Because that's all I can, give up.
Give up. Well, thank you for giving up one.
At least.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Dorothy says, framers are expensive, but well worth it.
It's
so
they
true.
Certainly are.
And Marianne is here. Bisous.
Hello.
Nancy Pudding, did one of your mystery Halloween stitch-along bookmarks from 2018 that I had downloaded and never stitched? Oh, you did one of them.
Oh.
Thank you for answering my question. Is anyone doing, right now, any Halloween design that came from Victoria Sampler? And thank you, Nancy, for answering.
I'm not doing Halloween, but I am still working on Pumpkin Patch.
That's Halloween-y.
I started outlining the pumpkins on the bottom, so hopefully this weekend I'll finish it.
That'll be good.
It will.
And do you go still to Dee and get them framed?
You know what? I will. I have to phone her and make sure she's still working.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to have to do a lot of sewing.
I'm going to have to do a lot of sewing. Yes.
We love framing things, but I have to say that it can get very expensive, as Maria Neek said, and also as Sue Donnelly said, it can be so lovely to have them framed. They look so special.
But I think framing in Canada is probably more expensive than elsewhere. So
yeah, I think most of our frame pieces are somewhere at the $200 to $250 mark.
Yeah, if not more.
Yeah, that's true.
If not more.
Now. Yeah, for sure.
I think basic, when I had Babe's Honey Farm done, it was $280, and there was no mat on it whatsoever. It's just the frame and glass. So
sorry about that, everyone. So what you do is you follow some of Lisa's finishing instructions for wall hangings.
Wall hanging. Yes.
Yeah, because you can use fabric as a frame.
Definitely.
And that can be really saving you lots of money.
The Thanksgiving sampler.
Yes.
Right
Doesn't that look framed?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. I just love that one.
Me too.
Let me see. I'm making the month of bell pulls. I haven't had any luck, and I think I don't even see that question. So let's see if I can find it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is. Lynn Molitor. I'm making the month bell pulls, but I haven't had any luck finding the bell pull hardware. Does anyone have any suggestions? And Sue also has that same question. Do you have any suggestions, Lisa? Because we were devastated to find that we couldn't get those bell pulls.
Yeah, it's really hard to find bell pull hardware.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just Google search is what I would do. But if it's the smaller size, like 8 centimeters, they're really hard to find.
Yeah. My suggestion is make your own. I know, nobody wants to do it, but if they're those little monthly ones, you can paint them. The same color as the flower or the contrasting color that's in there. That's one way to do it. And all you really need is a little dowel that you can get from the hobby store or from Michael's, and make a little groove in the end and then a little cord up. I mean, it's something.
It's something. The other thing I was thinking is maybe find a blacksmith in your area and see if they can fashion one for you.
Yeah. And another thing you could do with those monthly ones, if you want them singly, again, is to make them little wall hangings. I mean, they don't need to be, then you still need the bell pull.
You still need the hardware, but...
I've seen some really cute handmade bell pull things, but where can you get them? They were really available more in Danish. There was this one, Perman, I think, that was selling a lot of them. That was creating them and selling them to all sorts of needle workshops, and now you can't find them. I know what you mean. My heart goes out to you. The only thing I can suggest is think up some way that you can make your own. You can make them maybe out of coat hangers.
That would be an idea, and then bend it with a pair of pliers. That actually would...
That might work.
That would work, and then you could paint it.
Paint it kind of a gold color or some other color that... Anyway.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else. A twig, you can make them a twig and make them quite rustic.
Yeah.
I don't particularly think that those monthly bell pulls are suitable for a twig. They're not rustic enough.
They're not rustic enough, but... I was also, thinking pipe cleaners, that type of thing, but you don't really want anything fuzzy.
No. Yeah. Not enough. Not elegant enough. What is it? Gita carries a selection of bell pull hardware. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Thank you, Margaret. Someone had a suggestion. Gita's is in Canada and back in Ontario, I believe.
Yes.
So just Google Gita's, the way she spelled it, and perhaps there's some bell pull there that's small enough. They have to be small enough. I like the dowel idea with a bead on the ends.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen, I like that too. You can stick that in with a pin maybe. Suzanne Healy said, bell pull. Last week while out walking, I found a perfect straight small branch twig that I'll be able to use for a project.
Perfect.
Yes, exactly. So... found some. Oh, somebody found some on eBay and Etsy. Google
Sue?
Bell pull hardware for stitchery.
Yeah.
Oh, Sue, well done.
And I'm surprised Amazon wouldn't carry something like that.
Yes, and also you might try. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Amazon might.
Tammy
says my VS stitching has been limited to this year's stitch along. That's wonderful. Working on a 100-day challenge on another group. I need to start one of the VS Christmas pieces soon. Definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, the stitch along has kind of gone along, and you're in, right? That is one that everybody's now working on. That's working on the stitch along.
And we're getting close to the end of it. I can hardly wait until it's all stitched.
The whole year of stitching? Yeah, me too. I have to say though that I think you're going to like this month's, and it is Halloweeny.
Yes.
So you're going to love that. Hello, Magali. I like the dowel idea. Okay, good. Gita's charted. Thank you, Margaret. That's wonderful. And try Nordic Needle. That's true. Yeah. They also have that. Exactly. And I am going to just see this. Okay, good. So that is probably the end of our question about whether you're stitching any of Victoria Sampler Halloween things. And if you're stitching the stitch along, you are. I do have one book that I wanted to share with you. Lisa said, can I have it?
I want to look at it.
Look at it because I found it in my stash and I just looked at it and thought, oh, wouldn't this be awesome? You could edge the bell pulls with beads, and I have never seen some of these really remarkable woven edged. They're crocheted edgings and trims with beads.
Very nice.
It's called the beaded edge. We'll just make sure that you don't get the reflection of our lights. That's what it's called. And the name is Midori Nishida. CRK design. I'm not sure what that means, but that's the author. And the book looks like this. It should be on your Amazon, on Amazon. I'm not sure, but it isn't too old. Let's see. It gives you all sorts of wonderful ideas on how to use the beaded edge. Look at this wonderful curtain right here with little beaded things, and then of course the crochet on the edges. There's crocheted beaded edge things on these candle holders, beaded edge things that hold together, I guess, greeting cards and a box top. And let's just see what else they have. Oh, here's some beaded edge on the back pockets of your jeans. And there's a beaded edge around that lace. There's so many ways that you can use this. It's not exactly only for stitching on our pieces, but I can imagine stitching some of this or using this kind of edging for a bell pull.
Definitely.
Right? Wouldn't that be something? Even if you did some beaded bell pull bottom at the bottom part, and it gives you all the directions. I'm going to show you a little bit what the inside looks like. This is what it looks like. Looks very heavy with instruction, but obviously that's what you need in order to get these done. If you're at all a crocheter, you should be able to figure this out. Look at that. Excellent, excellent pictures. Really good, thorough execution,
illustrations.
And lots of illustrations like this. It's just full of beautiful colors and beads too, which is something that we use on our needlework.
Yes, but never used as part of the embellishment.
Exactly.
Except for the fabulous tassels.
Yes, that's right. We've used beads on that one.
But very basic beading.
Yes, yes. Look at that. Little bead edges, just like decorative on the top of a box. So I wanted to share this with you and see if anybody is interested. Oh, look at these. Oh, they're just so cute. Look at those little bells up there.
Okay, I want to borrow the book over the weekend.
I would too.
Yeah.
Look at that. Just all sorts of things that you can do. And I am going to say again, it's called the beaded edge. For those of you who thought, hey, I might just get that. Suzanne Healy said I was able to order some bell pull hardware from Stitch It Central, located in Ontario.
Also in Ontario,
Thank you, Suzanne. That's lovely. Norma Farrow says, I thought Nordic Needle went out of business. They did. They went out of business as far as their shop is concerned.
Exactly. They closed their shop, but they're still online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in fact, I don't think that they're selling the physical leaflets anymore. I think it's all PDFs. Yeah. Not sure. Like, we are still selling our leaflets. As printed leaflets as well as our PDFs, but they decided to go completely online with digital products. So yeah, I think you can still Google Nordic Needle and find out. Yeah. But I'm not sure. I don't know whether they sell products anymore.
I don't know if they have a shipping department anymore where they ship anything out.
Exactly. Yes. So they're just still alive and kicking, but just not doing all those products. And I think that at some point they decided to do that probably because the whole needlework industry was not so secure as far as materials was concerned. Yeah. It isn't that they did it because of COVID, but there was already supply chain problems the year or two before. Yeah. And I know that was really bugging us as well. That's probably another reason why we decided to go against the accessory packs, because you can't always find the right threads that I use to design with. Yeah. And then people would say, well, where's this? Where's that? Well, we can't find it anymore. I'm sorry, it's discontinued. Yeah. And so our packs were becoming a little less than accurate. Yeah. And we both realized we did the best we could with substitutions, but it was getting very laborious. And as it is, we're still waiting for some threads to come in that we ordered, 3 months ago?
In July. So is that 3 or 4 months ago now?
Yeah, and they're still not here. So, this is the kind of thing that was happening, and we couldn't predict anything anymore. So hopefully, it's like you have to do is when you find something, grab it then.
Yeah. Because you never know if you're going to see the same thing again.
Exactly. It's like the quilting industry now.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see how many viewers we have.
Okay, I'll have a look. We have 34 now. Yep. Tammy Thomas said, sold to a couple of employees, I believe, and sold a lot of physical inventory off. They had PDF available when I signed off with them, just not the same business then. No, it isn't.
Yeah.
The one business that's continued and I think improved, or several businesses that have improved, would be 1 2 3 Stitch for sure, and even ABC.
Yes.
And also Needle in a Haystack was good. And there's another one,
Stitchville,
Stitchville,
USA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's one down near where Deb lives.
Yes.
I can't remember it. Something about the heart. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, if anybody has any kind of idea as to whether or not there is a good needle workshop, and that includes personal service with substituting materials. Yeah. That's what you need. Yeah. You know, you may not be able to live in the same town, so you can't go and choose yourself. You need a representative who will do that for you. Mm-hmm. So do check when you order something, email them and ask them if they would be willing to do substitution for you. Because that's, I think, the most important part now for almost any needle workshop to stay in business. They have to have someone there to guide you. Yeah. And I remember doing that quite a bit in our needle workshop here in Victoria.
Yes, you did.
And it was a fun thing to do, but it also allowed people to start seeing how to substitute. Mm-hmm. And don't forget, you're doing that right here with the stitch along.
With the stitch along, definitely.
And this is the time.
Is it the time? I guess it is.
Yep, it's the time for the big reveal. The last part of the Halloween stitch along October.
The October stitch along.
Exactly. I call it the Halloween stitch along.
The Halloween stitch along? Okay.
Yeah, because, you know, it is almost Halloween. Yes. So here you are. This is what it's going to look like. There you go. I knew that some of you had tried to guess what was going to be there, and somebody said, I know what's going to be there. Are you right?
I think it was Mary who said that.
I think so too. Anyway, there's two little people, as there is in every other part of this year in stitches. But these two little people are wearing costumes that I created. Remember, you can create a different costume if you have the energy and the time. Just change some of the colors. You know, they don't have to be a witch, for instance, or a skeleton. They can be whatever is popular right now.
I think they're both pretty darn cute, actually.
They kind of are. Yeah. They kind of are. They kind of are. And these are little kids, so you know, you can put anything on little kids if you want to. You're welcome, Suzanne Healy. I'm so glad you like it. And it is another trick-or-treat kind of show or design. So I hope that brings back memories of your own trick-or-treat days. Sandy says, have a great weekend all. Yes. Thank you so much, Sandy. Yes, and we are going to have a good weekend ourselves.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to end our live video now.
Okay.
Want to thank you so much for joining us this week.
Absolutely.
And you too.
And you too.
So we'll see you next week, hopefully.
Yeah.
I just want to say one more thing at the end here. We are not probably going to have the November ready for next week. So you've got a little breath of fresh air between months.
Exactly, because actually next week is October 29th. So.
Exactly. So I decided I was going to take a little break myself, and we're going to do November during November.
Yes.
Okay, so just to let you know, hope you have a very good weekend. See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.